Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? Friendly reminder that these are general readings and they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and to leave what does not. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Cancer. We're going to start with looking at overall energy for the reading with oracle cards, and then we'll dive deeper into the story, into the reading with tarot as we progress. So let's start looking at the overall energy for your recent past, Cancer. What has Cancer been dealing with? Believe in the impossible. Confidence is your key to success. Conclusions are within reach with it's time to release negativity. So you've been on some sort of path or journey here for a while. And I feel like as you move down this path, the outcomes that you desire, you've started to doubt. And that happens, when we put a lot of work into something, or we're on a certain path or journey for a really long time and we're not getting to where we want to go, obviously you're going to start to doubt that that's possible, right? So that makes plenty of sense. However, with this confidence is your key to success card, I feel like Spirit is saying you can absolutely get to where you're trying to go. However, it's going to depend, and I know that this can be hard. Trust me, I know. But it's going to depend on the belief that you hold regarding whether or not you think you can get there. And I am a firm believer in the concept that your beliefs create your reality, and our life is only limited to the beliefs that we limit ourselves to. And with it's time to release negativity, I feel like there's something in your energy that is blocking you or like holding you back in some way. So it's not that you can't get there. It's not that it's not possible for you. It's not that it's not meant for you. It's not that you're not, deserving or worthy of it or supported in it, because all of those things, it's the opposite. You absolutely are worthy, deserving, capable, and supported, even if you don't feel that way right now. It feels like there's a need to shift perspective, focus, or release something that's keeping you blocked. I don't know yet, because again, this is just overall energy. We've got a lot to get into, but I definitely don't blame you for your doubt in wherever you're going, wherever you're headed, or the outcome that you desire. That's natural. That's normal. That's going to happen when you're on a journey, when you're on a path. But I do feel like there's something you're needing to know. So let's look at your current energy here, Cancer. Emotions are running high. It's time to take action. Don't let your past hold you back. With conclusions are within reach again. And then the underlying is a personal issue reaches resolution. I've really learned that on our path to anything, to any form of success, to any form of manifestation, the only thing that's guaranteed is that you are going to hit obstacles, challenges, and setbacks. And the ways in which you approach those obstacles, challenges, and setbacks determine, or basically it holds the key to manifesting, creating, getting to where you're trying to go. Because if an obstacle or setback appears in your life and you look at that through this lens of this is just proof that I can't get there, that I'm not enough, and that I'm not supported, you are going to act from that place. You're either going to give up, you're going to sabotage, you're going to not see potential solutions or possibilities that are available. And this is typically where a lot of people fail, where they give up on their path, or they fail when it comes to reaching some sort of goal. But if you look at an obstacle or a challenge or a setback through the lens of this is pushing me to grow, heal, evolve, learn in some way so I can get closer to my goal, the way that you show up, the way that you act is going to be completely different. So I feel like right now you are experiencing, and I feel like this is like, to say the least, a lot of setbacks, challenges, obstacles, and I feel like it kind of either has been one after the other, or it just kind of feels like a 1 step forward, 3 steps back kind of situation, where it feels like you do make progress and then something pulls you back, or you experience something that pulls you back. This is a completely normal part of a journey, of a manifestation journey, creation journey, journey to success or outcome, whatever verbiage really resonates with you. So the energy that you're in right now, I feel like there's a lot of frustration, maybe a lot of fear, a lot of doubt. All of those responses are completely and totally natural and normal. And again, they're valid. Your experience is valid, and the way that you're perceiving it is valid. But Spirit is asking you to view things through the lens that things are actually working out for you, not the opposite. Because however you perceive your reality right now and the actions that you take based on that perception is going to determine your outcome. So, and with don't let your past hold you back, I feel like Spirit is really asking you to understand that, sure, you may have experienced failure or loss or, things that in the past have held you back from the things that you desire. But your future is not determined by the limits of your past. It's determined by the limits that you set on yourself through your beliefs, and therefore your actions that hold you back. That doesn't mean that you aren't valid in the way that you feel or believe. Okay, what it does mean is that you have more power and control than you think. And I actually get this feeling that you're closer to some sort of goal or outcome than you think you are too. But obviously, it's a lot easier said than done, right? Like, it's easier what I mean by that is like, it's easier to say like you're closer than you think. But when you've been on a journey for months or years or lifetimes, like you're like, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to get there. But I feel like you are, as long as you don't stop showing up. I feel like that's what this It's Time to Take Action card is all about. And I remember there's something about something holding you back. So I feel like we're going to get so much deeper into this when we look at the messages through tarot. So bear with me. What does Cancer need to know regarding this future energy? What can Cancer expect moving forward? I mean, have faith in your dreams with prosperity lies ahead. It's like literally the manifestation of the things that you desire. And then you are good enough on the bottom here. So what you can expect is really good things. However, that doesn't mean that that's going to be what you do expect, right? And I think that, one of the things that I've really learned is that our expectations are the root of our results. But it's kind of a bit of a challenge, because your expectations are also going to be a product of what you've experienced. And when it comes to creating the life that you desire, outcomes that you desire, it requires consciously overriding expectations that you've internalized due to your past, right? Which is not easy, but that's where kind of like retraining your brain comes into play, and a lot of the things that we talk about on this channel. So I feel like Spirit is saying, listen, you are on the right path. You're headed toward the things that you deserve and desire. Whenever you start to doubt whenever you fall into insecurity, which everybody does, everybody falls into doubt and insecurity and fear, you're going to start to see your reality through that lens. And you are going to see proof that you can't get there, that you're not enough. And you're going to see proof of all the reasons that you should doubt. Overcoming that and choosing to believe that you are guided, supported, capable anyway is where you create it. I always call it, it's like the fake it till you make it, right? But it's like taking it to a whole nother level. It's not denying your reality, but it's saying this might be how things are right now, but I know that I'm guided. I know that I'm supported. I know that I'm going to get where I'm trying to go. So I don't know. I feel like this is actually a really exciting reading for you guys. But I do still get the feeling that there might be something you're needing to be aware of, not necessarily an adjustment to your path, but like, I don't know, there's something here, and we'll see as we progress. So let's get an overall theme of this reading for you here, Cancer. I like when the cards turn all the way around or hit the table. I like when it feels very intentional like that. See, that felt intentional. That was like, these are the ones. Oh my gosh, literally limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. And then you have seeker of truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. So it feels like there's more than meets the eye here. And I feel like your limiting beliefs are like the biggest thing holding you back right now. Now, our life is a reflection of the limit of the beliefs that we have when it comes to what is possible for us, right? Talk about that so much on this channel and just in my coaching sessions and in my workshops that I hold, because it's like so simple yet so complicated at the same time. It's like if you could retrain your brain, your belief system to think only, positive, limitless, potential-based beliefs, your life would be so easy. You would create the life of your dreams in a heartbeat. But it's not so easy because you are a human being having a human experience. And your limiting beliefs are going to be a product of what it is that your past has taught you. You know, when we're born, all that we know is that we exist. Everything from that point forward is up to interpretation of our experiences. So if we experience struggle and setback and loss, we are going to internalize this belief that says, I'm only meant for struggle. Loss is always going to happen. Heartbreak is always, going to be what I experience. And the point of healing and why a healing journey and a manifestation journey are so linked is recognizing that you don't have to believe in association with your past. You can learn to adopt new beliefs and perspectives based on where you want to go, not where you have been. And that is where the work is done. It's addressing these limiting beliefs in a way that allows you to break out of them. But the thing is, 95% of our movements, choices, and decisions stem from our subconscious patterns. Only 5% of the way we interact with our reality is actually conscious level decision making, meaning that the majority of the decisions that you make are going to come from your subconscious, because your limiting beliefs live in that subconscious. A lot of times you're not aware of them. And your responses and the actions that you take and the way that you behave, 95% of that is coming from what's inside you. So bringing those things to your awareness allows you to have conscious power over those decisions or actions or behaviors. And again, that's where the work is done. That's where your power ultimately lies. But again, it's not so easy because you hold a whole bunch of, you've held a whole bunch of these limiting beliefs for maybe even a lifetime. So it's not like you can just snap your fingers and be like, okay, I believe everything's going to work out for me. It's something you have to constantly tell yourself and show up as, and eventually you will retrain your brain to think that way. But I feel like we're getting real deep before knowing the full story. So let's look, Cancer, at this recent past. You have confidence is your key to success with believe in the impossible. One of my favorite things is how intricate the human brain is, and learning how the brain works and how it operates has been one of the coolest experiences on my spiritual journey, because it's allowed me to understand myself on such a deep level. So if I talk about it a lot, it's because I am a little bit obsessed with those concepts. So let's look at this recent past for you, Cancer. What have you been dealing with? You have the Hierophant in reverse. So this is a need for a perspective shift, almost like, because there's the Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay, hang on. Let me get more here. Because you've been taking action. You've been doing what you feel you can do. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse. But it's not about what you're doing at all. It's about the energy behind the action. So, okay, Five of Wands with the Temperance there too, and then you have the Death on the bottom here. You know, you've been, like I said, on a journey for a really long time. And your actions actually have been, you've been doing what you're supposed to do or meant to do. You've been taking the right steps, but there's so much doubt in this energy. It's like the perspective and the expectations that you carry are like expecting the worst almost. And I don't even know if you're fully aware of this. Now, it's almost like, because then you have this Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is all about resistance. It's like, putting out positive action, but then you have this negative mindset, and it's like they're literally like fighting against each other. So it's like creating this neutral energy where there's not really any progress, there's not really much setback. Maybe sometimes there's more progress than setback, or more setback than progress, but like eventually things just kind of, it feels like you're not moving forward, but you are moving forward more than you think. It's just that a lot of these shifts that you're making are actually happening internally. Because I feel like the biggest thing that is holding you back is not necessarily what you're doing or not doing, but it's your perspective. And one of the things that I've learned is that our perspective is everything. Our brain is constantly projecting a certain, call it a movie, onto our life, a certain ideas, certain perceptions of ourselves, perceptions of what's possible for us. And if we aren't careful, if we aren't attuning to the awareness of what is being shown to us, we're just going to be constantly controlled by those limiting beliefs. The beliefs that we're not lovable, that we're not good enough, that we're not capable, that we're not deserving. And that will then in turn create a reality that proves those beliefs, that show those beliefs back to you. So you're going to constantly be seeing all the reasons why you can't get there, why you're not enough, why it's not possible. And so no matter how much action you take, if you're taking action with the expectation of not getting to where you're trying to go, you're going to find yourself either staying in the same place or constantly, getting close and then finding yourself back, far away from whatever outcome you desire. So I feel like it's interesting because it's almost like this confirmation, yet at the same time, Spirit is asking you to change your approach a little bit, because it's like, yes, you're on the right path. I feel like you're doing the right things. I feel like you're taking the right steps. And I feel like all of that is very important for you to know. But at the same time, most of our control over our reality has very little to do with what we do, but how we do it. It's what we do. And what I mean by that is if our energy behind our actions is fear and doubt and negativity and the expecting the worst, you might, whether or not you realize it, because the energy we put out matters. The energy you put out with your thoughts, with your words, it matters. And if you're constantly showing the universe, I can't get there, I'm not enough, I'm never going to get to where I'm trying to go, I'm always going to struggle, I'm always going to be alone, but yet you're trying to, take action anyway, what you might not realize is that you're actually working against yourself. So it feels like the adjustments that you're needing to make are less about what you're doing and more about the energy behind it. And that might seem silly because you might be like, well, that doesn't matter. But it does matter. It matters a lot, actually. In fact, I think it might even matter more than anything else, because every single cell in your body is constantly listening to what you tell it. And if you are telling yourself over and over and over again, I'm not enough, I can't get there, I'm not supported, the universe hates me, you are literally going to believe that. And that is going to be the reality that you experience. And for a long time, when I first started my spiritual journey, I remember coming across these concepts. And in the beginning, I was like, maybe a little bit, like maybe to a certain extent, sure, your words matter, your beliefs matter, but it can't be everything, right? It literally is everything. Your perspective is everything. Mindset is everything. And it not just affects like energetic frequencies and things of that nature, but it also affects you and how you feel about yourself and what's possible for you. And I've learned that when I start to feel stressed, when I start to feel stressed about money, or when I start to feel insecure, whatever the case is, the first thing that I have learned to turn to isn't doing something to fix these feelings, but address what's going on within me, what beliefs are arising, what it is, what needs more love from me, what needs more faith, because that has taught me that is what is within our power or our control. There's a lot in this world that's outside of our control, but what is in our control is the frequency that we are consistently tuning into. Current energy for Cancer, it's time to take action with emotions are running high. Here you are, as the King of Cups. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all hold masculine and feminine energies within us. But it feels like this is you showing up regarding, like, because your feminine energy is, what you receive, your masculine, or how you receive your masculine energy is how you give out energy. So this whole reading is definitely about the pursuit, how you pursue, how you, what you put in to your life, the energy that you put in. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Magician in reverse, and the Chariot. It's like the Chariot sideways almost, which kind of gives me this energy of like pause. It's like been at a standstill. So right now, I feel like you're experiencing, because there's the High Priestess and there's the Ten of Swords. You're experiencing emotional, call them triggers, or great emotional responses to the current whatever it is you're experiencing. And it's almost like it's triggering memories or experiences that you've had in the past where things didn't work out, or you failed, or setbacks, challenges, got in your way. And I feel like it's interesting because you have, with the Two of Swords here, you have like a choice to make. And that choice is going to determine where you go from here. And the choice isn't necessarily, I don't feel like it's about like one thing or another. It's more so about pursuing something or going after something or choosing to invest in something despite doubt, despite fear, and despite negativity, and almost like trying to adopt a completely different mindset than the one you're currently holding. Okay, they say that and it's like, oh, it's so easy, right? Just adopt a different mindset. Just do it, Cancer. Like, of course it's not easy. But I feel like right now is like one of those times in your life that's really important. And if you recognize what's going on, if you're able to recognize, okay, my fears, insecurities, doubts are being triggered, and you're willing to show up telling yourself, I can get there, I can do this, I'm enough, I am, deserving, I am capable, all of those things. It's like you're going to get to where you're trying to go, but you're in this like crossroads where like most people fail or give up or, abandon their path because of the fear, doubt, and insecurity that they're experiencing. So you are quite literally experiencing your limiting beliefs in real time. You are watching a movie, and the movie in front of you is showing you all of your limiting beliefs. The ways that you believe you're, incapable, not supported, all those things. You are watching it, maybe in 3D even. And you are being asked to be aware that your reality is currently just a reflection of your limiting beliefs, and showing up, adopting new beliefs is what is going to get you to where you're trying to go. So be aware of what's being shown to you right now and your reality, because it's really important that you don't allow those limiting beliefs to make decisions for you. That you allow yourself to choose new beliefs right now. Which is really hard, but that's how we retrain ourselves. So what can Cancer expect moving forward? Should they choose to pursue from a place of unlimiting beliefs? The Empress. Devil in reverse. So this is going back to something, because I completely forgot that there was something that's blocking you, and then this devil in reverse is showing up. What's blocking you, you're not going to like this, Cancer, is you. You. You're the only thing standing in your way right now. Now, that might be manifesting as a problem, a setback, a challenge, an obstacle. But the only thing that can determine that can absolutely solidify that you're not going to get to where you're trying to go is if you allow whatever challenges, obstacles, or setbacks you're facing to win. And you have more power than whatever obstacle, challenge, or setback you are currently up against. And that goes for any time in your life. But specifically right now, that's what you're needing to know. You have more power than any obstacle, challenge, or setback that you are facing. And you're being asked to approach whatever you're facing, knowing that. Knowing that you have the ability to overcome this. You have the ability to even overcome it in a way that improves your life in some way. But it's like Spirit is really saying it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. It's up to you to determine how powerful, how capable, how deserving, and how lovable you are. And you determine that right now with how you show up. You are in control of creating your life. And you hold the power to do that by deciding, this is my worth, this is my value, this is what I'm deserving of, this is what I want, and I'm not settling for anything less. It is hard. It's especially hard when you are experiencing situations and a projection of your fear, doubt, and insecurity in real time. But that's when I said this at the very beginning, when our obstacles and challenges arise, the way that we show up approaching those obstacles and challenges determines what we create. And the problem is, if you are constantly telling yourself, I can't get there, I'm not enough, it's not possible, you are going to see your obstacles, challenges, and setbacks as proof, right? Talked about this at the beginning of reading. We're just tying it all together now. You're going to see it as proof. And you are not going to find solutions or ways around certain obstacles and challenges, and you're going to find yourself constantly back at them and then going backwards, back at them, going backwards. So whatever you're facing right now, you have the power to overcome. But the extent to which you believe you have that power to overcome it is going to directly determine whether or not you do. Now, I feel like I'm talking to a collective that as long as you are aware, as long as you can look at your reality and you can say, this is just a projection of my fear, doubt, and insecurity. It is not a truth. Does not have to be my reality moving forward. I'm going to show up believing that I am worthy, deserving, and supported. You are going to be just fine. Okay, that's the collective that I feel like I'm speaking to. Now, for some of you, maybe you needed to watch this reading so that you could be aware that your fear, doubts, and insecurities were just appearing in real time, so that you could recognize it for what it is instead of looking for it as a truth. Because if you are not living a life of your dreams, if you are not where you want to be, it is because a part of you doesn't believe that it's possible. And becoming aware of that part of you and deciding that that part of you doesn't get to make decisions for you is the goal. Interesting reading. Okay, Cancer, we're going to hop on over to the extended, where we're going to talk about what you need to do right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. So focusing more on tangible advice. Any information for that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Cancer, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Cancer.